and, as Roger thought, utterly unable to free himself from his toils, and yet, on this man's account, Hetta was cold and hard to him. He was conscious of the honesty of his own love, sure that he could make her happy, confident, not in himself, but in the fashion and ways of his own life. What would be Hetta's lot if her heart was really given to Paul Montague? When he got home he found Father Barham sitting in his library. An accident had lately happened at Father Barham's own establishment. The wind had blown the roof off his cottage, and Roger Carbury, though his affection for the priest was waning, had offered him shelter while the damage was being repaired. Shelter at Carbury Manor was very much more comfortable than the priest's own establishment, even with the roof on, and Father Barham was in clover. Father Barham was reading his own favourite newspaper, the Surplice, when Roger entered the room. "Have you seen this, Mr. Carbury?" he said. "What's this? I am not likely to have seen anything that belongs peculiarly to the Surplice." "That's the prejudice of what you are pleased to call the Anglican Church. Mr. Melmotte is a convert to our faith. He is a great man, and will perhaps be one of the greatest known on the face of the globe." "Melmotte a convert to Romanism! I'll make you a present of him, and thank you to take him. But I don't believe that we've any such good riddance." Then Father Barham read a paragraph out of the Surplice. "Mr. Augustus Melmotte, the great financier and capitalist, has presented 100 guineas towards the erection of an altar for the new church of St. Fabricius in Tothill Fields. The donation was accompanied by a letter from Mr. Melmotte's secretary, which leaves but little doubt that the new member for Westminster will be a member, and no inconsiderable member, of the Catholic party in the House during the next session." "That's another dodge, is it?" said Carbury. "What do you mean by a dodge, Mr. Carbury? Because money is given for a pious object of which you do not happen to approve, must it be a dodge?" "But, my dear Father Barham, the day before the same great man gave £200 to the Protestant Curates' Aid Society. I have just left the bishop exulting in this great act of charity." "I don't believe a word of it. Or it may be a parting gift to the church to which he belonged in his darkness." "And you would be really proud of Mr. Melmotte as a convert?" "I would be proud of the lowest human being that has a soul," said the priest. "But of course we are glad to welcome the wealthy and the great." "The great! Oh dear!" "A man is great who has made for himself such a position as that of Mr. Melmotte. And when such a one leaves your church and joins our own, it is a great sign to us that the truth is prevailing." Roger Carbury, without another word, took his candle and went to bed. Chapter 55